What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the Tahoe again. Real quick, this video is going to apply to my 1995 OBS GMT 400 owners only because 1995 was a transition year, which that's what my Tahoe is. That being said, 1994 was a cutoff when they stopped using the square interior for the OBS trucks, Tahoe, Suburbans, whatever you want to call it, OBS platform. So they use this old AC unit module, which I have two of them here. This is a 1995, and then this one is a 1998, which they look the same, right? Until you actually really look at them. This one is a 2-prong connector. This is out of date and it has some bugs in it that kept on burning out. And this is the 3-prong connector, which is the newer style one. So we're going to be converting a wiring harness from my 95, this one here, to fit this 98, which only 1995 they actually made this. After that, it was completely phased out and it went on to the newer style one. Problem being, if you try to find one of these online, they are very, very expensive, in the $200 to $300 ranges just for the unit, not including wiring. The wiring alone runs typically about 200 bucks just for the wiring harness to convert it. So I will be showing you how to convert that wiring harness to fit your new style AC control module. So let's get into it, guys. Okay guys, I'm going to try to retrofit a newer style AC control panel, which is this one here on the right. This one actually is from a 98 Suburban, and this is the one I took out of the Tahoe. So they look identical, but they are very, very different. If you have a 95 Silverado, Tahoe, Suburban, just OBS platform, you have one of these modules. Okay, only 95. That was like the first production year of the rounder dashboard, which had this little control panel in it. And then it wasn't a really great design, so they switched it up. They kept it the same, but we're gonna turn these around and see that they're very, very different. Okay, this is the one that I actually took out of the Tahoe. As you can see, I only have 2 plugs, yet I have the defroster, the recycle button, the AC recirculation button, and the AC button, and of course the fan speed, the cold and hot, and then all the settings. Same thing on this one, which I have all the settings. That's the defroster for the rear. We have the AC recirculation button and the air conditioning button and all the controls. And then we're gonna turn it around. It's very, very different. This is the upgraded version. This is supposed to be the new and improved. So big differences in these. This one only has 2 plugs. This one has 3 plugs. Very different configuration. So real quick, I'm too cheap to purchase one of these because they are very, very expensive. So this one came from a junkyard. This one came out of my Tahoe, but let me show you real quick. Okay, this is my my phone. This is just eBay. So we can see there, this climate control adapter harness runs for 200 bucks. We have this one running for 212 bucks, and we have this one running for 197. They want, for an OEM one, they want $757. Just for the harness, they want $203, which it gets pretty ridiculous. So I think I can make one of these just by looking at some of these pictures, because they're pretty good. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. I could zoom in, and I know what plugs these are. I have them. I have these 2. I also have these 2. And there's another one here I just seen. Let me see here. Where is it at? This one. This one is the one I'm interested in the most, I think. Yeah, so those are the 2 plugs, and that's the defroster plug. I think that's the settings, and this is the hot and cold air. But I think just from looking at the pictures, I could plug and play all these wires. So I'll show you real quick what I have. So the first one, pretty basic. These are the 2 plugs that I'm looking at. So I already disconnected some of this stuff. that one gets unplugged there. There and there. Okay, so this is the plug I'm interested in. So I got that one, and then this other one, just one single one. Okay, so now this this whole unit I think is going to be trash. So these are the plugs that I need. I know I need that one. And I also know I need this one. Okay, off the new one. A little bit different. So this plug goes in here. It's already connected somewhat with this wire there. And then this is the defroster part of it. We'll put this aside. Alright, I'm going to start stripping some of these wires. Make sure you get yourself some good stripping pliers. Makes life a lot easier. Okay guys, I'm gonna start copying this harness. So just one by one. The colors are pretty bright, so I'm gonna start off with this one, which is this one here, and you just gotta match the colors to where they go. So let's see here. Okay, so just for example, this bright red one here is going to be that one on the end, and we're going to follow it. See if I can see it. To the top right hand corner of this block here. So that would be this one. We're going to clamp these. Then I'll hit it with the heat shrink gun. Alright guys, so that's one down. You got to trace every single wire back and connect them, crimp them, and make sure it's a good connection. You got to trace, look on your diagram, which I'll post the actual diagram to each plug where it goes, with the according with the plug and the numbers and all that stuff once I figured all this out, and I'll post it, and you guys could take a screenshot or just freeze the film and jot it down or copy the same thing I did to save yourself 200 bucks if you have a 95 OBS truck, Suburban, Tahoe, whatever it may be, OBS platform. Okay, I'll be right back with the finished product. Okay guys, I am all done. This is my masterpiece. Basically we chopped off these two off the old unit, and then these three were for the new one. So I went off of a picture, which I'll put the schematic and how I did this to save you guys some money. But this is the old unit. As you can see, it's this is only came in 95 models. No other OBS model came with this air conditioning control panel. All the other ones from 96 and on to newer came with this style, which it's a better design, better overall. But I'll show you real quick. Everything plugs in. That goes in there. Everything plugs in, and then your two ports that go out are these two, which I took off this old guy here. So yeah guys, I'll put up the schematic and I'll try to label everything because these are all labeled, but we gotta test this out real quick. I ran out of light again, so I'm gonna pick up tomorrow and hopefully I can show you guys how it works. Okay guys, the AC unit's installed. We're gonna power this up real quick, get some power here, turn on our lights. Everything powers up there, and this is actually off right now, so we're going to turn it on to the first fan speed. I heard that came on. Second, it's working. Third, then high. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So we're going to check everything, make sure it works. So first things first, rear defroster is on. All these control modules, so this is for your feet and for your face. So I definitely felt it on my feet there. That one's just for your feet, and this one cut off. This is for the front defroster. So that's on, and then I can feel it here as well. So that's good. And then we have just the defroster. So that works out well. So we'll go back here. We'll turn on the AC. AC button works. I heard it click on. And then we have our recirculate button. I think this bulb is going out. There it goes. There it goes. That kicked on. Defroster works. So yeah guys, everything's up and running. So that'll do it for the wiring harness conversion. You can make these work in a newer style OBS platform truck for very little to no money. Okay guys, this is the wiring schematic I came up with. So first I want to explain a few things to you. I didn't color coordinate these because the wire colors may differ. So first things first, I labeled all these as blocks. So this would be block 1, block 2, and block 3. The first 3 blocks are referring to, these are on the back side of the new AC control module. So all these plugs 1, 2, and 3 will go on the back of the new AC control module. So if you need to pause it right here to take a screenshot or whatever you need to do, go ahead. And then we have our second page. So these two, block 4 and block 5, are referring to the blocks that came out of the old AC control module that you'll be using to convert these into the 3-prong. So I'll explain them to you. Basically, we'll go back here. So let's see. Pin or block 1 refers to basically this one here. Looks it looks pretty much the same. So it has pins 1 through 10, which these are, I can't get it on video, but they're actually labeled on there, 1 through 10. So that's block 1. This other one, the 8-pin, is block 2. And then block 3 is little 4-pin. But all these, again, will go on the back of the new AC control module. So I'll explain it to you. So basically, pin 1, we'll start off with block 1. These are all in orientation of block 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So block 1, pin 1 wire connects to block 5, pin F. So you're going to turn your page and go to block 5 and look for pin F. So that one wire that connects from your pin 1 will also connect to block 5, pin F, and so on and so forth. So you can take a quick screenshot of this one if you need to do so right now. But I'll do one more, and I triple check this. It is correct, it does work. So I'll do one more. Let's see here. We'll just pick a random one. Pin A on block number 4, which is this one, connects to block 1, pin 7. So pin A, you go to block 1, and it'll connect right there, pin 7. So now we go to pin 7, and it says pin 7 wire connects to block 4, pin A, which is corresponding to this one. So no matter where you're at, you will not get lost. You shouldn't get lost. I double checked this. I found one mistake, and I just fixed it. I wrote it in with pen, but other than that, this is good to go. Okay guys, that's going to be a wrap for this one. As you saw in the video, it was a good day. So we did the complete wiring harness conversion for a 1995 OBS AC control module. So this 2-prong one, we converted it into the newer style, 96 and up, 3-prong. So this works perfectly fine, as you saw in the video. I took the wiring harness back out because I will be shortening it up. I also did post the wiring schematic. Make sure you pay close attention to the orientation. I list these blocks in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's very important that you get these correct so you can get the wiring harness correct. But pause the video if you need to do so, and make sure you get your wiring harness done. This was completely free of charge. The way I did that, well, I actually paid $20 for this at the junkyard. This is a newer style one, but I had all these plugs plugged in, and I just clipped them with my wire cutters. So I got away with that, and of course I had the 2-prong out of the 95 that wasn't working at all, and I made my own conversion harness. But I also did post a couple pictures of it on my Instagram at LowLifeYonkas. If you're not already following me, make sure you do so if you need the wiring harness schematic. If not, you could just pause the video and go off of that. But as always guys, make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. Also, thank you very much for all the support, and I'll catch you very shortly on the next one.